ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಡ್ಲ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ 24/7. ಇದು ವಿಶ್ವಾಸದ ಪ್ರತಿಬಿಂಬ.
ವ್ಯಾಪಾರಿಗಳೇ, ಉದ್ಯಮಿಗಳೇ, ಗ್ರಾಹಕರೇ, ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ಪೋಷಕರೇ, ಅಧ್ಯಾಪಕರೇ, ಆಗಿವೆಯ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಶೈಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳು ಕ್ರಾನಿಕ್? ಆಗಬೇಡಿ ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಪ್ಯಾನಿಕ್. ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಡ್ಲ ಹೈಯರ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಕ್ಲಿನಿಕ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಹೈಯರ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಟಾನಿಕ್. ನಾನು CA ಎಸ್ ನಾಯಕ್. Good morning to all of you. We are very proud that we are hosting 360th episode of Business Tonic. Today's topic, career pathways in higher education. We have two illustrious, distinguished personality. First of all, let me invite Dr. M. Shantaram Shetty. Is a pro-chancellor, Nitte University, and celebrity doctor, we can say, of our nation, we can say. Sir, you are welcome to our show.
Thank you.
So we have with us Dr. Gopal Mogeraya. He is Vice President, Technical Education, Nitte University, as well as Vice Chairman, Goa State Higher Education Council. So you are also welcome to the show. It is very difficult to introduce both the personalities, especially our Dr. Malahalli Shantaram Shetty. Sir, it is I am becoming nervous now for introducing you. But it is my proud privilege to introduce you. There is a beautiful saying in Sanskrit, na kasturi kamodaha shapathena vibhavyate. So ಕಸ್ತೂರಿಯ ಒಂದು ಪರಿಮಳ ಅದು ತನ್ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಪಸರಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡುವ ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ವೆರೆವರ್ ಕಸ್ತೂರಿ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್, ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕಲಿ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈಡ್. ಹಾಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪರ್ಸ್ನಾಲಿಟಿಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕೇವಲ ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಸಂಕ್ಷಿಪ್ತವಾಗಿ ವಿವರಿಸ್ತೇವೆ. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಎಂ ಶಾಂತಾರಾಮ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ, he has 5 decades of rich experience as a renowned orthopedic surgeon, educator, administrator, and specializing in joint replacement and trauma surgery. And he is the founder and chairman of Tejaswini Hospital and Dr. Shantaram Shetty Institute of Orthopedic and Traumatology, SSIOT. And he is pro-chancellor of Nitte University, and he has trained more than 300 postgraduate students. He is a triple centurion of producing postgraduate students, and his area of expertise, that is highly experienced in total knee replacement, hip arthroplasty, trauma surgery and spine surgery, and he is the founder and chairman of Tejaswini Hospital and Shantaram Shetty Institute of Orthopedics and Traumatology, and also pro-chancellor of Nitte University. So he has received CME Dronacharya Award and served as a teacher and mentor over 5 decades. And He has completed his MBBS and MS Ortho, and also he has many post graduate qualifications, MBBS from Mysore Medical College and MS Ortho from Delhi University, and he holds fellowship of prestigious institutions, FRCS from London and international, that is Ranawat Fellowship USA, AO Fellowship Germany and AADO Fellowship UK. Then he has many awards and accolades to his credit. He is the recipient of Karnataka Rajyotsava Award in the year 1991 for his meritorious service in the field of medicine, and Karavali Gaurava Prashasti, that is lifelong contribution in this region, and International Lions President Award for his extensive work with the physically handicapped, and for philanthropy he serves as Project Director for the Lions Artificial Limb Center, which has provided over 65,000 plus artificial appliances to those in need. So this is very what we can, so that only short introduction of yourself. Man with a vision, man with a mission, and man with action. In short, I can say in Sanskrit, Gaganam Gaganakaram Sagaras Sagaropamaha Rama Ravanayor Yuddham Rama Ravanayoriva. Dr. Shantarama Shetty Isya. Dr. Shantarama Shetty Reva Samam. So with this short introduction, I welcome you to the show, sir, once again.
Thank you.
So we have with us illustrious educationalist from small village called Mundkur, Dr. Gopal Mogaraya. He has 4 decades of rich experience in teaching, administration and as an educationalist. So he is a distinguished academician, and presently he is serving as Vice President Technical Education at Nitte deemed to be University. He obtained his BTech and MTech degrees from National Institute of Technologies, Karnataka, Surathkal, securing gold medal, and later completed his PhD from Indian Institute of Science, Bengaluru. Even though he has studied in Kannada medium in government school, he is now the Vice Chairman of Goa State Higher Education Council. We are very proud, and he has served 25 plus years at NIT Surathkal as Professor and Dean, and as Director of National Institute of Technology Agartala, National Institute of Technology Mizoram, and Director of National Institute of Technology Goa, and instrumental in state of the art campus at Goa. And recognizing his significant contributions to higher education, Government of Goa appointed him as Vice Chairman of Higher Education, one of the highest positions in the state's academic administration, and he is presently in Nitte as a Vice President Technical Education.
Yeah.
So there is a beautiful saying, Archakasya prabhavena shilabhavati shankaraha. It means, how can you shape students, the ordinary stone, into a masterpiece? So you have that art of shaping ordinary students into masterpiece. So Dr. Gopal Mogaraya, you are welcome to our this Business Tonic show again. So just let me brief about this regarding higher education, very brief. We have India is the largest education ecosystem in the world. Around 30 crore students they are studying here, out of which around 25 crore school and education and school and UG, and 4.33 crore for higher education. There are nearly 1,100 plus universities and 45,000 plus colleges, and we have prestigious exam for medical, that is NEET UG and NEET PG. Every year lakhs of students they write exams, but all cannot qualify because of number of seats are limited. Even in JEE main also lakhs of students they appear for exams, but very few seats. The doctor patient ratio as per WHO recommendation it is 1000, but 1:1000, but here now we have reached that 1:811. So that way we are lucky. Medical education in India is considered to be nightmare for many aspiring students, and both by way of qualifying for the exams and as well as cost of education. With this small note, let me start with our doyen in medical field, Dr. Shantaram Shetty. Sir, now after PU, students always aim, because there are many courses, STEM courses are there, but still, especially in science stream, when they complete their PU, they think of either engineering or medical. There are many other streams, but they are not so popular. Why it is so?
No, it is mainly job oriented and money oriented and the parent oriented and the society oriented. They think a doctor and an engineer is the most safe profession economically and the stature wise. But it is unfortunate because engineering and medical are east and west as I see. What is important for a student, especially who is in PUC, is whether he likes to be a doctor and why. When I was the dean of the college, 150 students were taken. All the 150 I asked with the parents, why are you joining the medical college? Their uniform answer was to serve the people, which I said is a hoax. But to serve the people can't be the same. If that is so, our world would have been a heaven on earth. But unless they have a liking for that particular subject, a weak student in mathematics should never take engineering. A weak student in biology or science should not take medicine. At the same time, unless he has a liking, you must understand a medical student, when he passes out of his MBBS and then he does his post-graduation and gets into the job, will be 28 or 29 years of age. Whereas an engineering student, with all respects to my colleague, at the age of 22, 23, he gets into a job which is paid about 75,000 or a lakh or much more than that. Leave that. Unless you love that particular profession, especially a doctor's profession requires a lot of sacrifice, compassion. It is not money. If any student wants to earn money and become a doctor, he should not join that. He will be a failure, and he will be a failure to the society and to our profession. So my appeal to any student who aspires to be a doctor, he should be prepared not only to work hard, work with love and compassion for the betterment of his patients. Society and patients.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Now, let us come to engineering. India produces over 1.5 million engineers every year and 7,000 plus institutions. But the sorry state of affairs is only 45% of engineering graduates, they are employable. I am not talking about unemployed. Employable. Only 10% of these engineers, they secure high quality jobs. So there is a major gap between industry and academia. So 13 lakhs plus students appear for JEE main, and only few students they pass. With this background, what is your opinion? Especially now, because of AI, many students, especially engineers, they are out of job also. So pink slip has been given by many big companies, IT companies. So can you just have some opening remarks about this?
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಪ್ರಪ್ರಥಮವಾಗಿ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಆನರ್ ಟು ಬಿ ವಿತ್ legendary figure of our state, a renowned surgeon, a visionary educationist, and more than a mentor. In fact, we have been working together in NITE for last 3 years to make the education relevant and contemporary. Your questions I'll answer in later stage because there will be more questions on AI. What is the implication of AI and what is the job opportunities? But I'm just addressing the first question everybody wants is what exactly the options they have when they get into the second PUC. ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಕ್ರಮಣ ಕಾಲ. ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ತಿಂಗಳಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್, ಸಂಕ್ರಮಣ ಇನ್ನಾಯಿತು. ದ ರೀಸನ್ ಈಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಮಾರ್ಚ್ month, they have to give the board examination, they have to give the entrance examination, they have to choose what exactly they want to be. ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ peer pressure ಇರ್ತದೆ. ತಂದೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೀನು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಗು, ತಾಯಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೀನು ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಆಗು, ಅಜ್ಜಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೀನು ಲಾಯರ್ ಆಗಂತ, ಅಜ್ಜಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೀನು ಆಡಿಟರ್ ಆಗಂತ. ಸೊ ದ ಬಾಯ್ ಈಸ್ ಟೋಟಲಿ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್. The best way, my suggestion to every student who are in the second PUC is that you ask yourself what exactly you want to be and see your passion, pamper your passion, you'll do wonder. When you pamper your passion, your profession becomes relevant and useful. I want to just start my discussion with a very important sloka of Upanishad, where it says, Shunvanto Vishwa Amritasya Putra. Every child born, he is a divine and he has a spark. It's the parent, the teacher and himself to identify the spark. Then only he can flourish in his profession. This is exactly, I'm from a village with a government school, but my father had given a lot of encouragement to do well, and God grace I'm here. And one of the odd thing I want to tell in front of her sir is that when I stood first in PUC for the state, I had a felicitation in our town hall. Humbly I'll say I didn't have proper dress. On the day I said I should have good dress, and I always say my students that you whisper your dream, the nature will conspire always. All the best to my students.
Oh, very nice, very nice. We have a caller now. Can I attend the call? Hello.
Rotarian Dr. PDG, MD Dr. Professor Dr. B. Devdas is speaking, sir.
Namaskara, Dr.
Sir.
Devdas Ray.
Yeah, sir. I would like to welcome Professor Dr. Shantaram Shetty and Dr. Magaraya to this. Now, my question is, as an experienced teacher myself, from 1998 I have been teaching, and I have successfully coached about 10 of my juniors to do super specialty. And recently, as head of Department of General Medicine, all the 5 postgraduates of our department got ranks in Rajiv Gandhi, and about 8 of the 10 ranks were from Kanachur Institute of Medical Science. But the question to Dr. Shantaram Shetty is, because he's a very experienced teacher for past 50 years, what are the options when you take post-graduation? Because now newer fields are coming in medicine. I think I need some enlightenment. And what are the new options in super specialty courses, which our medical graduates can take and do well in life? Because a lot of changes are there. Lot of things are happening in the medical education field. And I would request Dr. Shantaram Shetty's clarification on this matter. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Devdas Ray, our Rotarian PDG, Dr. Devdas Ray. Always, he always thinks about Rotary. He breathes Rotary and eats Rotary. Always he is in Rotary. Very distinguished Rotarian also. Sir, his questions.
Thank you, Dr. Devdas. It's a good question, but change is the very element of life. We keep changing. To tell you the fact, when 50 years ago, my own batch, when we applied for post-graduation, number 1 was medicine, and number 2 was surgery, and the other specialties were not known at all. When I went into orthopedics, everybody asked me a question, what a fool you are going to orthopedics which is unknown. But today orthopedics is one of the top subjects. When my own classmates went into radiology, we used to make fun of them because it was supposed to be a radiographer job. But today radiology is one of the foremost subjects which is taken. Coming to super speciality, it keeps changing. Again, cardiology and cardiac surgery were the main super specialties just about 10 years ago. You know, after the South African surgeon who did the first the heart transplant, everybody wanted to be a heart surgeon or a cardiologist. But today it has come into 3rd or 4th place, and gastroenterology has taken over, and many other specialties have taken over. That is the way of life, because it is not only because of the number of cases we get, but super speciality keeps changing depending on the demand of the patient, demand of the country, and demand of the speciality. So every student aspires to be the best in what is best at that particular time. Today, number 1 super speciality which is taken in not cardiology or cardiothoracic surgery, it is gastroenterology, or even radiology, even dermatology is super speciality. So it keeps changing. Because of the change, we will have to change even our university, and this ecosystem of the whole government has to change accordingly.
Very nicely said. So priorities always change, things also will change. Earlier, when there was a flood, priority was for the food. Now, when there is a flood, priority is for mobile connectivity rather than the food. So priority changes.
But Devdas, he is a physician. Yeah. I must compliment him because one subject which has stood the test of time is general medicine.
Correct.
Out of the 100 top ranking this year, 29 people took medicine, whereas only 2 took orthopedics and 3 took only radiology. So it shows medicine will survive whatever is.
And general this is preventive health care. It is more important.
Yes, preventive health care is
because
very
of
important.
diabetes.
And the government of India has though our in the budget only about 2% is given for health care, but still for preventive health care they have taken a lot of precautions. We must compliment the government of India for that, because prevention is the best cure.
Dr. Mugeraya, what are the career options one should choose? Suppose let us start from PU itself. After PU, even though the topic is higher education, PU itself.
Yeah.
Now, what are the career options, especially in the field of engineering and medicine and science? Because commerce we have covered earlier, so that you can say. And there is one popular this test, they say psychometric test, whether it is required for checking one's ability.
As a teacher, I find that there are various professions, like as you said, engineering, medicine, dental, pharmacy, agricultural science, architecture, BSc. There are various options. I just talked about engineering. For example, if you say in India, we have 7,000 engineering colleges. In Karnataka, 270 engineering colleges. In Mangalore itself, there are 18 engineering colleges.
10,000 engineers are coming out every year from Dakshina Kannada district.
But we need more. Now, as you rightly mentioned before, whether by the intervention of AI, whether job will disappear, I say no. Because the AI will not take the job out, but the person who gets specialized in AI will grab the job. My context of discussion is that AI is not limited to only computer science. Mechanical engineers, civil engineers, electrical engineers, electronics engineers, they should have AI as their tool. For example, NITE, we introduced called the minor. An electronic student can take 18 credits of AI because they are fast learners. So this combination, everybody should try. Once that is done, they will be in the market. Second thing is, the first question you asked was that why our students coming out of the portals of the institute, they are employable? Because they lack skill. They have got a very good fundamental knowledge, but what exactly required by the industry they lack. So this gap filling is very important. This gap analysis will be done by the institute. and we have to conduct some professional courses to bridge between what they have and what the industry wants. So this has to be tried. That's the reason I told you that AICT now they introduced called self-declaration or self-disclosure. They mean self-closure, because the institution which doesn't furnish, they'll automatically close. Students are very choosy. I'm very proud to say that NITE, out of 1,950 students last year, 98% seats are filled, and they are very happy, and because we take care of them. One important thing is that they should have more internship, more of skill-based learning, more of international exposure, and a good placement. If that is provided by the institution, students will get a job. And not only why, there are multiple jobs. Our students have got, three students got a job of 60 lakhs per annum, which I don't get. So that means that when you have a talent, the students, when they reach that pinnacle, they will be in the demand. It's all individuals. They make the difference.
Doctor, the psychometric test.
That I don't
No,
know.
sir, no, it is no doubt psychometric test has been tried in various institutions, and the governments also have tried that. But psychometric test is a way to find out what is the aptitude of that particular student. But what is important is what he wants to be done, what he wants. Unfortunately, many of the students want to become doctors because his father is very particular, or his mother is very particular, or he looks into somebody who is going about in a Mercedes car. Well, I want to go about like that. It is not that. Unless he has a love and passion for that particular for that particular profession, he should not take it up. That's a very important point. Every child who is in PUC should take into consideration.
Nowadays students, their selection of role model itself is very, what we can say.
Yes, that's it.
That is
Exactly, that point very nicely.
That is the main.
Our role model today, unfortunately, is not the best of the professionals or the best of the teachers. The teachers are role models, but they look into a particular, even if he is an underworld person, I am sorry to use that particular word, he is respected more than the best of the professionals or a teacher. That should not happen. Our role models should be educationalists, should be role model, should be character people who will lead for betterment of the nation and for the self.
In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3, shloka 21, beautifully explained who should be the role model. Yadyadacharati shreshtaha tatta devetaro janaha sa epramanam kurute lokastadanu vartate. That means in a family, so parents, they should act as a role model. Yadyadacharati shreshta, and in school, guru, and in samaja also, that is society, those who are accomplished, distinguished personalities should be the role model.
Yeah.
But the problem is, now we are selecting film stars as
Yes,
role
that is
models,
that's
or
what it is.
those who have made money.
Yeah.
But what is the means of making money? That they are not bothered. That is very unfortunate.
That's
So yadyadacharati shreshtaha tatta devetaro janaha.
Yeah.
That means in society, whatever that distinguished personality they do, that will be followed by people. Even in house, children do what parents do. Children don't listen what parents say.
Yes.
Yadyad acharati shreshtaha
That's
tatta devetaro janaha. So now, while selecting role model also, we should be very, very, very careful.
That's
In our expert institution, PUC, sir has come several times. So career guidance program we are conducting. People, experts from various streams, they are invited
That's
and they are given knowledge about all types of careers. It is just to know that they need not have to pursue what dreamt by their parents. They should pursue what is suitable for them. So passion can move mountains.
Yeah.
That is the thing. One caller is there, I will attend. Hello.
ಹಲೋ ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಸರ್, ಸೂರ್ಯಪುತ್ರ ಬಂಟ್ವಾಳ.
Ah.
ನಮ್ಮ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಉದ್ಯೋಗವನ್ನು ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಗುಲಾಮಗಿರಿಯ ಮನೋಸ್ಥಿತಿಗೆ ತಲುಪಿಸುವಂತಹ ನಮ್ಮ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಸ್ವಾಯತ್ತತೆಯನ್ನು
ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಗಮನ ಕೊಡುವುದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನೋಡಿ, ಸ್ವಾವಲಂಬಿ ಭಾರತ, ಈ ಸ್ವದೇಶಿ ಭಾರತದ ಕಲ್ಪನೆ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ನಾವು ಇವತ್ತಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಖಾಲಿ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಲೆಕ್ಕಲೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ನೀತಿಯಿಂದ ನಾವು ಉತ್ತೇಜಿತರಾಗಿ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇವರದು ಶಾಂತರಾಮ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಅವರಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಗುರುಗಳು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ವೈದ್ಯಕೀಯ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಆದ್ರೆ ಈಗಿನ ಯುವತಿಯರು ಚಿಂತಿಸುವ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಕೋನವೇ ಬೇರೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರಗಳು ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರವಾಗಲಿ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರವಾಗಲಿ, ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಕೇಂದ್ರಗಳನ್ನು ಸ್ಥಾಪನೆ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಕೇವಲ ಕೆಲವಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮೀಸಲಿಡುವುದಕ್ಕಿಂತಲೂ ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಹ್ಯಾಕಾಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಬಾಹ್ಯಾಕಾಶ ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ, ಸಮುದ್ರದ ಆಳ ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಸಂಶೋಧನೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದಂತೆ, ಈಗ ಸೋಲಾರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದಂತೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಈಗ ಗ್ರಾಮೀಣವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ನೋಡುವುದಾದ್ರೆ ದೇಶೀಯವಾಗಿ ಕೆಲವು ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನಗಳನ್ನು ಅಳವಡಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಗೋಬರ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇಂಥದ್ದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ನಾವು ಆ ಯುವಕರನ್ನು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ತೊಡಗಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವುದರಿಂದ ಆ ಯುವಕರಿಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಯೂ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಆ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಆರ್ಥಿಕವಾಗಿ ಭಾರತ ಸ್ವಾವಲಂಬನೆಯಾಗಿ ಮುಂದುವರಿಲಿಕ್ಕೂ ಕಾರಣಕರ್ತವಾಗ್ತವೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮ್ದೊಂದು ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸ್ವಾವಲಂಬನೆಯ ಭಾರತಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾವು ಯುವಕರು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಅನ್ನೋ ಚಿಂತನೆ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಸ್ವಾವಲಂಬಿ ಯುವಕರನ್ನು ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಸುವುದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಡವಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನನ್ನೊಂದು ಯೋಚನೆಗಳು, ಅನಿಸಿಕೆಗಳು.
ಬಹಳ ಉತ್ತಮ. ನಮ್ಮ ವ್ಯೂವರ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಭಾರಿ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೂರ್ಯಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಬಹಳ ಒಂದು ಉತ್ತಮ ಒಂದು ಸಜೆಷನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈಗ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಗೋಪಾಲ್ ಮೊಗೇರಾಯರವರು ಈಗ ಮೆಕಾಲೆ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್, ಖಾಲಿ ಮಗಪ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡೋದು, 4 ಗೋಡೆಗಳ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರೆಯೋದು, ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರೋದು. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ಅದರಿಂದಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ದಿಸ್ ವೈಟ್ ಕಾಲರ್ ಜಾಬ್ಸ್ ರಾದರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ಸ್ವಾವಲಂಬಿ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದಾಗೆ. ಸೊ ಈಗ NEP 2020 ಇಂಟರ್ ಡಿಸಿಪ್ಲಿನರಿ ಕೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ ಹೇಗೆ?
Even though our what he said is right, but the things are changed because the students are very smart. I have seen 4 decades of the student quality. There is a drastic change in the teaching learning process. Modulu it was a faculty centric, now it's student centric. They want what exactly you want. Modulu it's online, offline, now it's online, offline, and they have more access. You heard what we teach in the class is only 1/4.
Now it is physical mode.
Physical mode, and moreover the peer learning makes a difference. The definition of education is create a facility, ask them to involve and tell them the horizon. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ in the intervention of AI now, every branch has taken initiative because they know the future belongs to them. Some of the routine jobs are vanishing. The students are very smart. Of course, for example, ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಯತ್ತದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. India is growing ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸೆಮಿಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. You'll be surprised now 40% of the world's chip design is done in India, in Bangalore.
40,000 crores in this budget has been earmarked.
No, that's for manufacture, but the design is done in India. NVIDIA agli, Qualcomm agli, Intel agli, but fabrication is done in Taiwan and Japan and Korea. Now this is a very good point because the students are not going to US now. They say look east, Taiwan, Japan, they are more tempted to go. The swayatete barbeku, adre we have to encourage. I don't say that because government policy should also encourage this. Illadre makkulu there will be
NEP 2020 lot of these suggestions have been given, not yet fully implemented. That is the problem.
No, the problem is, I should say this, that implementable suggestions are very important. Implementable suggestions are very important, which are very practical.
Doctor, medicinal courses in India versus medicinal courses in abroad.
Yeah.
Can you just distinguish?
Yes, sir. There is. It's a very nice question because in Indian universities, MBBS 4.5 years course plus 1 year internship. 5.5 years he becomes an allopathic doctor. After that post graduation, any field, it may be medicine, surgery, any field, another 3 years he becomes a specialist. Somebody asked a question about super specialist, again another 2 years, again so it is total will be 5.5 plus 3 plus 2, that is 10.5. But at the same time, if you compare it in UK or Germany or United States, I am just giving an example of my own specialty of orthopedics. Here, an orthopedic surgeon can practice as a consultant with just 5 years of training. Whereas in Germany, to become a consultant in orthopedic surgeon, it takes 13 long years. 13 long years. He is trained in every aspect, including other surgeries. United States, it takes about 11 years. United Kingdom, after fellowship, he has to be again on the thing, it takes another 9 years. So the time lag, it is very easy to become a specialist in India than other countries. So, but at the same time, there is enough opportunity now, not like our days, where whatever my professor told was the basic truth. But today we have so many symposiums, so many workshops, so many already. If you tick now in India, in my own specialty, in this weekend there will be 8 different workshops going on in the country. So there is enough of scope. So the time lag is not important. The earning of the particular person to learn and become a specialist is important.
That is, opportunities are equal to all.
Equal.
Successful person gives results, unsuccessful person
he
gives
becomes
results.
successful.
Okay.
And you should not be after money.
Yeah.
That is a very important message we should give to the younger generation. If he goes after money, as you are quoting both Anobhadra Kratavo and
Anobadraha Kratavo Yantu Vishwataha in Rigveda.
He has to take knowledge from
All
every side. That is the way of
And
life today.
another way of learning. See, earlier in Gurukula system of education, there were 4 quarters in learning. Acharyat Padamadatya, Padam Shishyaha Sameya, Padam Sabrahmacharibhyaha, Padam Kalakramena Cha. That is, what we learn from our Guru is only 25%. Padam Shishya Samedaya, people used to go to library, self-study, improvement. Yes, that is lacking now because of these social gadgets. Library ella khali ga. Padam Sabrahmacharibhyaha, that means discussion, debates, seminars, all these
Peer
workshops
discussion.
that they should participate more and more. But whatever we learn, last 1 quarter, that is 25%, Padam Kalakramena Cha.
Journey
That
of
is
life.
Jivana Pata.
Journey of
ಈಗ
life.
ಪೇಷಂಟ್ ಇಷ್ಟು 1000 ಪೇಷಂಟ್ಗೆ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತೀರಿ.
Correct.
This is by your experience
That's it.
rather than whatever you learnt. So experience is the greatest teacher. Practice makes a person perfect.
Yeah, that's
That-
why, sorry to interrupt, Professor Magarai rightly put it. The knowledge, skill and wisdom, they are 3 different sources. From knowledge, it is initially with books and from the teacher. Skill, you learn from the skill labs or in. Wisdom comes after 10 years or 20 years or with experience. That is the way of knowledge.
That's why where your knowledge, application of knowledge,
Yeah.
it requires wisdom.
Yes.
In Chanakya Niti also it is said,
Yes.
Pushpe gandham tile tailam kaste agnim payasi gratam ikshav gudam tata dehe pashyatmanam vivekataha. Beautifully it is said.
That's
Pushpe gandham, extracting fragrance from the flower.
That's right.
Tile tailam, extracting gingerly oil from gingerly.
That's right.
Kaste agnim, from firewood to fire.
That's right.
Payasi gratam, from milk to ghee. It requires processes. Ikshav gudam, from sugarcane to sugar.
Yeah.
Tata dehe pashyatmanam vivekataha. That means whatever you want to do, we should exercise our prudence or wisdom.
That's right.
So application of knowledge with using wisdom, because practical situations that they will not come suddenly, they will not come informing in advance, they will come suddenly. We should be prepared with our this prudence. We have one caller, shall we attend?
That's
Hello,
ಹಲೋ ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಸರ್.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ.
ಉಮೇಶ್ ಪೈ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು ಉಡುಪಿಯಿಂದ.
ಉಮೇಶ್ ಪೈ, ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ ಉಮೇಶ್ ಪೈ ಅವರೇ ನೀವು?
ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಲೆಕ್ಚರರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ.
ಏನು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್?
ನಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್.
ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ ಇದು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ?
Very
ಹಾ,
important.
ನನ್ನ
Data
ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ
analysis.
ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ
ಓಕೆ.
ಈ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಮತ್ತೆ
ಹಾ.
ಕ್ಯಾರಿಯರ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ಗೆ ವಾಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾರಲೇಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್?
ಹ್ಮ್
ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ ಆದಾಗೆ
ಹ್ಮ್
ಕೆರಿಯರ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತದ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತದ?
ಹ್ಮ್
ಒಂದು. ಎರಡನೇದು ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಶಾಂತರಾಮ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಸರ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅಬ್ರಾಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್, ಎನಿ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್, ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಆರ್ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್, ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಮತ್ತೆ ಫಾರಿನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಬ್ರಾಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಜಾಬ್ ಅಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಕರಿಯರ್ ಅಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ಹೈಯರ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆಯಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಯರ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿಯಾ ಅಥವಾ ಅಬ್ರಾಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಯರ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿಯಾ?
ಬಹಳ ಒಂದು ಉತ್ತಮ
ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್, ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಇನ್ ಅಬ್ರಾಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ.
quality of education and cost of education, both we have to decide.
Cost of education is equally important.
Okay, okay. Now technology versus career opportunities. So whether advancement of technology will reduce the opportunities for the job, that is the question. And another is higher education, India versus abroad.
Yes. This is a very common question because for the last 3-4 years, because of overemphasis on computer science, AI, whether core branches like civil, mechanical, our job hogutta anta. But we made a thorough study on that. It's otherwise.
ಜಾಬ್ ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂದ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
That is exactly the mistake is. I tell you, for example, let me tell you, I prepared this. AI cannot build the bridges, cannot design an aircraft, cannot have many constructed smart cities. We require civil engineers. Similarly, robotics. But what exactly my point is that AI can intervene and make this process faster. Yeah. So, amalgamation of AI with the core branches will be the future. And more than that, some of the routine jobs might vanish, like data analysts or accounting, or some of these jobs will vanish, but it will again create in different way. Other than that, there won't be any dearth of job in India for core branches. We have to wait. But unfortunately, the computer science seats are become more malignant than benign, which should be handled properly. The second thing is very important thing is that whether higher studies in India and engineering, I don't want medicine, whether that is more lucrative and more apt than going abroad. I would say that India for the last 10 years, our higher education is very, very good. The quality of education get in IITs, IIScs for higher studies like PhD is much, much superior than many of the foreign universities. Because we give recommendations, we get the feedback, especially European countries.
But we look up when people study abroad and come.
No, that's gone. The era is gone. In fact, for the lighter side, America the makkali gandu hudidare India hudi kodta illa. We have got everything in Bangalore. I'm telling you, a boy when he gets a job of 40 to 45 lakhs in Bangalore, why should they go to US? I'm telling you honestly. The reason is that we have grown very, and I would say that taking a very good engineering college, get a very good degree with a good knowledge, get into higher studies in one of the IITs, which will be very important. I'll give you an example. There's a course called CEDT in IISc Bangalore. The course is CEDT, Center for Electronic Digital Design. And whoever gets into the course will be absorbed by Intel straight away. I'm not campaigning for it because I'm an alumnus of IISc Bangalore. The course structure is so good, more industry oriented. So I would say an institution should have more flair for industry related courses and train the students in proper way so that within 5 years of their engineering they will be well placed. And there is no dearth of any knowledge in India. Of course, for a stamp value you might go abroad. That stamp value has decreased now compared to the last 10 years back. And I was in US. I did my postdoctoral University of California Riverside. Of course, for a reason I came back. But still, I have seen many of the students, they do extremely well in India, not only in the IT sector, in core industries also.
Okay.
Can
Doctor, now.
Now, my plea is the knowledge wise we are superior. theoretical facts, we are superior. Practical, it varies from institution to institution. What we lack from the Western world, not that I am praising them, is discipline. We learn for a fellowship when you go, or for any training you go, it is the same knowledge which you acquire, but the discipline wise. I send my students out if he comes late to the class even for 5 to 10 minutes. That is lacking. The time consciousness, the discipline, how you dress, how you talk to your patients, how you behave with your that discipline has to be taught.
But they are disciplined even in attending patient. You are attending hundreds of patients there.
No,
they attend only few.
No, that is time lag is given. See, it is true, a consultant is given 4 hours time and he sees only 20 patients, whereas I may see about 50 patients at the same time. But at the same time, the seeing patients, but the discipline of time consciousness and how you teach also. The teaching methodology has completely changed, as Professor Magarai was rightly telling. Didactic lectures have no role to play. It is all PBL, problem-based learning. Even in medicine or in engineering, it is problem-based. And short group, 5 to 6 is a discussion between our old Vedas rightly said it is a Guru Shishya Parampara. It is 5 to 6 people where a teacher is one who is not for answering question, but to be inquisitive, to make the student to ask questions, to clear his doubts. That is a good teacher. A guru is from darkness to light. He can't be a upadhyaya or a acharya or a drashti. He should be a guru in true words.
Okay.
And not only that, the teachers, the half-life of a teacher is only 4 years. He has to update. I am very proud to say that Dr. Shantaram Shetty reads now also. But the facilities he created is up to the state of art. Students will appreciate whether the professor is updated or do have the updated facilities in the laboratory or institution. That makes them very competitive and also they will be interested in attending the classes.
Because nowadays these teachers are also scared because students are well prepared.
Yes, they have more information than us. See, previously when we were studying, the job of a teacher to give the knowledge. But now we didn't have no information, but now the students have got more information. The job of a teacher is to synthesize the knowledge out of the information.
The communication gap may be filled by Guru, whereas information gap is already filled by AI.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Guru is the true, he is the mentor. He should be a mentor.
I have one more caller.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, who's speaking? ಯಾರು ಮಾತಾಡ
ನಾನು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಮರ್ನಾಥ್ ಅವರು ಮಾತಾಡೋದು.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಮರ್ನಾಥ್.
ನಾನು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಶಾಂತರಾಮ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಸರ್ ಅವರ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಅವರ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಹಳ ಉತ್ಸಾಹ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಗುರುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಗುರುಗಳು, ಟೀಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್, ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ಸ್,
ಆದಿಗುರು.
ಸೊ ನಾನು ಸರ್ಗೆ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಕೇಳುದು, ಈಗಿನ ಒಂದು ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ದ ರೋಲ್ ಆಫ್ ADCOM ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ, ದ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ethics and communication, which is otherwise called soft skills. So, sir, can you please enlighten everybody the role and the importance of ADCOM, soft skills, in students aspiring to be doctors and also doctors who are aspiring to be specialists or even practicing consultants?
Okay.
Dr. Ramanand, it is a very good question.
ADCOM and also I request Professor Dr. Gopal Mukerai also to tell us the importance of soft skills in engineers who come out into the industry.
Yes.
Okay.
As far as the medicine is concerned, you rightly brought out the issue of ADCOM. The NMC in its own wisdom has brought in soft skill, communication. Communication is a very important point, even for an engineer or any professional. How you communicate with anyone is quite important.
There is a saying that consensus ad idem in Contract Act.
Yes.
Because both the persons should agree on the same thing.
Same thing. That how you communicate, how you convince your patient, this is good, this is bad for you. and how you really, if you communicate, 50% of the disease will go off. That is
healing effect.
the healing itself. So the NMC has rightly brought in
ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಶಾಂತಾರಾಮ್
this
ಶೆಟ್ಟರು
ad
ಜಸ್ಟ್
com.
ಒಂದು ಮುಟ್ಟಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಧ ಮುಕ್ಕಾಲಂಶ ಗುಣ ಆಗಿ ಆಯ್ತು.
How you communicate? Many of our specialists do not have the time. They will say, no. Once it is your duty that you treat your patients well and communicate to him what he has and what is to be done and what should not be done, and even the complications of a particular treatment. No, it is not given that how long he lives, but how well he lives is important.
Okay. Soft skills.
Actually, let me start the original problem. The biggest challenge for a technical education is getting a quality faculty, because number of engineering courses are increased. Getting a quality faculty is difficult who has a very good training in skilling, because as you say, if you don't skill your student, you'll be killing your student. So it's very important, because what exactly the industry needs is not only the fundamental knowledge, they want the soft skills. In fact, about 200 students of our NITE have gone to Japan.
Now interdisciplinary skills also.
First 6 months they teach only the skill part, how to exactly get into the system. Skill by, I don't mean the communication. Our students are very good because they have got a convent education. They are much superior than many of our other students. But thing is, how they focus, how exactly attack the problem, that makes the difference. So we are trying, only ways there should be an industry should help the institution to build the skill part. So this the combination of the faculty with the industry
All
experts.
short term online courses also they can
Online will not help much, because the physical presence matters.
You brought out an important issue on interdisciplinary approach. Whether it is medicine or engineering or any other chartered accountants, unless he knows AI today, unless he know how the robotic system works, unless he know how to, what
now
is
robotic surgery also plays
he will have to combine himself, not focus himself on his own speciality, but the AI modulated, robotic modulated, all the new devices. Biotechnology has a very important role to play in whatever subject you take it. As Dr. Ramanand said, not only the soft skill, it is the interdisciplinary approach for any subject which is important today.
One caller is there. Hello.
ಹಲೋ ಸರ್, ನಮಸ್ತೆ.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ. ಹೂ ಸ್ಪೀಕಿಂಗ್? ಯಾರು ಮಾತಾಡೋದು?
ಸರ್, ನಾನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರದಿಂದ ಮಧುಕೇಶ್ವರ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಿ ಅಂತ.
ಮಧುಕೇಶ್ವರ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಿ, ನೀವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ?
ನಾನು ಕೆನರಾ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸಕನಾಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ.
ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸಕರು, ಬಹಳ ಒಂದು ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಯ್ತು. ನಾವು ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಗಾಳಿ ತಾಗಿದೆ, ನಮಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ.
ಸರ್, ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಸರ್, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಸರ್. ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಎಂ ಶಾಂತಾರಾಮ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಸರ್ ಮತ್ತು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಗೋಪಾಲ ಸರ್ ಇಬ್ಬರು ಸಹ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಇರುವಂತವರು ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ.
ಹೌದು.
ನಿಮ್ಮ 350 ಅಥವಾ 400 ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಉತ್ತಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಒಂದು ವಿಶೇಷವಾದ.
ಹೌದು, ಅತ್ಯುತ್ತಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಉತ್ತಮ
ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳು ಬೇಕು ಹೈಯರ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಂತ ಬಹಳ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಕೇಳುವಾಗ ಇಬ್ಬರು ಸಹ ಇಂಡಿಯಾವು ಸಹ ನನ್ಗದು ಖುಷಿ ಆಯ್ತು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶಗಳ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಭಾರತವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂದುಳಿದಿಲ್ಲ, ಜಗತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ಉತ್ತಮ ಸ್ಪರ್ಧೆಯನ್ನ ಓಡ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕೇಳುವಾಗ ಬಹಳ ರೋಮಾಂಚನ ಆಯ್ತು, ಖುಷಿ ಆಯ್ತು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಲೇಜುಗಳು ಅಥವಾ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಕಾಲೇಜುಗಳು ಸಹ ವಿಷಯ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಖುಷಿ ಆಯ್ತು ನನಗೆ.
ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್?
ಅವನು ಸಹ್ಯಾದ್ರಿ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ.
ಅವರಿಗೆ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಬೇಕು.
ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್. ಈ ಎಐ ಬಂದಾಗ ಈಗ ತುಂಬಾ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಬಹಳ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು, ಎಐ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಳೆದು ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಬಟ್ ಅದು ಹಾಗೆ ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್ ಗೋಪಾಲ್ ಸರ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಬೇರೆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇರೆ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಬಹಳ ಖುಷಿ ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳು ಮೂಡಿ ಬರಲಿ ಅನೇಕ. ಮತ್ತು ಇಂಥ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಖಂಡಿತ ನಮ್ಮ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಈಗ ಬೇಕೇ ಸಿಗಬೇಕಾದ್ದು. ಬಹಳ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಹೈಯರ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಹೇಳುದನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗಳಿಗೆ, ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಸರ್, ಖಂಡಿತ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಓದಿ ಬರಲಿ, ಬಹಳ ಜನ ಪ್ರಯೋಜನ ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ ಆಶಿಸ್ತೇನೆ ಸರ್.
If I can quote the World Economics Forum data recently which has come out, with all the AI and everything, the new jobs which will come into effect in India will be more than 1,022,000 lakhs, whereas the jobs which are lost will be half of that. So the new jobs will be oriented. We can't be afraid that the jobs will be lost. No, with the AI, new jobs will come into it. This is the World Economic Forum which has given this data recently.
Oh, very nice.
Yes.
Just to compliment it, because I have to answer this question, it will be very important. What type of jobs will be created by the AI anta? We have made a list. It's as per the records.
Okay.
One is automation system important ಬರ್ತದೆ. Generative AI anta. In fact, AI started in 1950. It's about 70-year-old.
Yes.
But still, it is come to very good in 2010. Data analytics, robotics, smart manufacture, semiconductors, electric vehicles, healthcare system. For example, now we have the robot assisted surgery.
Yeah.
So that is one of the cobots. It's called cobot. Cyber security. India is leading very much, and digital economy and fintech. ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು by the intervention of AI, the job opportunity increase.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's
So
exactly
AI
the point.
should complement.
Exactly.
Yes,
It should not compete. You should not compare or compete.
And
It
we should be
complement.
the master of AI, not we should be the slave of AI.
Oh,
That is the
yes,
thing.
that's-
And whenever artificial intelligence and natural intelligence competes, always natural intelligence will prevail. On repetitive jobs, this AI is good.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಎ ಅನ್ನು
24/7 they can do.
ಎ ಮತ್ತು ಕೋರ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಅತ್ತೆ ಸೊಸೆ ತರ ನೋಡಬಾರ್ದು. ತಾಯಿ ಮಗಳ ತರ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಈಚ್ ಅದರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಎ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್.
ವೆರಿ ನೈಸ್. ಈಗ
See,
ರಾಮರಾಯರು ಲೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ,
Yeah.
ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಾವು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಆಗುವ. ಹಲೋ
ಹಲೋ, ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ, ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ?
ಕೇಳಿ ಕೇಳಿ.
ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ರೋಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಹೈಯರ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್? ಇನ್ ಅನ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಇನ್ ಉದಯವಾಣಿ ಡೇಟೆಡ್ 27 February 2026, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಗೋಪಾಲ ಮೊಗರಾಯ ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡೆಡ್, ಅಂತಿಮವಾಗಿ ಕೃತಕ ಬುದ್ಧಿಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರಬಲವಾಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಆದರೆ ಸ್ವಾಭಾವಿಕ ಬುದ್ಧಿಮತ್ತೆ ಅಪ್ರತಿಮ, ಅನನ್ಯ ಮತ್ತು ಶಾಶ್ವತ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು Times of India dated 7th June 2025, by 2050, India will require 50 lakh new chartered accountants. Thus, what are the scope for chartered accountants? Next, according to VK Money dated 31st August 2025, in 78% cases, company's skill of the employee is more important rather than degrees. Next, in Udupi and Dakshina Kannada district alone, there are many medical and engineering and MBA colleges. Is it correct for youngsters to go abroad, leaving aged parents in India? Will it not lead to brain drain? Next, what is the scope in defense, Air Force, Navy, Police Department, etc.? Next, sir, don't you think that teachers, lecturers' job, hospital nurse is best for ladies? They will get good salary, lot of holidays, maternity leave, there is no transfer. Teachers can give private tuition till their end if their health is good. Next, agriculture is our culture. What is the scope for agriculture, fisheries department, etc.? What is the scope for MSc agricultural graduates in banks? Next, according to Vijay Karnataka paper dated 30th July 2025, an engineering graduate in Bangalore who was getting a salary of rupees 48 lakhs per annum rejected another job for rupees 75 lakhs per annum for the reason that instead of present rupees 12 lakhs, he has to pay rupees 22 lakhs per year as income tax. Next, if one is employed in Star Hotel, he will get free accommodation, free food. What is the scope for hotel management? Next, according to Mr. Narayana Murthy, one has to work for 70 hours in a week. Sir, don't you think that health, family attachment is more important? Next, what are the scope for in film industry, sports, music and dance, etc.? Thank you, sir.
Okay. Our Ram Rao is a Mangalore Productivity Council president. We call him Productive Ram Rao as well as Question Bank Ram Rao. He covers entire syllabus. questions have been given, including he has ನಮಗನ್ನೇ ಒಂದು ಅಲ್ಲಾಡಿಸಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟರು ಅವರು. ಸಿ ಅವರು 50 ಲಕ್ಷ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಜಾಬ್ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ, ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅಂತ. ವೆರಿ
Can I answer him in one word?
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
Any profession which you take, or he went on from agriculture to chartered accountancy to doctors to engineers to even hospitality, to hotel management, to Narayan Murthy's question of working hard. If you love what you do, you will achieve your targets. What is important is love and passion for your work.
If
You may be
enjoy-
anything, agriculturist, unless an agriculturist who doesn't work and sit at home can't be a producer. Narayan Murthy was right. If you work hard, you will get your whatever you reap the harvest.
We have
by
to decide whether we want bread or butter.
butter. So
Correct.
that's why I tell my
If
students.
you want butter, we should be better.
Yeah, I give the example in my own profession. People who go about in a Mercedes car have worked much more harder than the
Correct.
person who goes in a. So he has
Correct.
worked hard for that particular
Correct,
achievement.
correct,
So he
correct.
has to.
We should
has
not
to-
envy.
Yeah, we should work like him. That's the only way to go through.
So now, between the work, 70 hours work, Narayan Murthy told, we want little bit break between work. Correct? No, like that today also for our show, we will take a small break. Viewers, we will meet break ke baad. ವಿರಾಮದ ನಂತರ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಟಾನಿಕ್ ಕರಿಯರ್ ಪಾತ್ವೇಸ್ ಇನ್ ಹೈಯರ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ವೀಕ್ಷಕರೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ನಮ್ಮೊಂದಿಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇರುವರು ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಎಂ ಶಾಂತಾರಾಮ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ, ಚಾನ್ಸಲರ್ ನಿಟ್ಟೆ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ, ಹಾಗೂ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಗೋಪಾಲ್ ಮೊಗೇರಾಯ, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ವೈಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ನಿಟ್ಟೆ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಈರುವರೆಗೂ ವಿರಾಮದ ನಂತರ ಮಗದೊಮ್ಮೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ವೀಕ್ಷಕರೇ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಸಂದೇಹಗಳಿದ್ದರೆ 0824411660 ಅಥವಾ 0824419090ಗೆ ಕರೆ ಮಾಡಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಂದೇಹವನ್ನು ಪರಿಹರಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಬಹುದು. ಸರ್, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಶಾಂತಾರಾಮ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುವ. ನಾವು ಕರಿಯರ್ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್, now especially in medical field there is a lot of advancement. Earlier when you go to a doctor used to use his or her prudence and judgment while giving the treatment. Now it has been taken away by machines. Lot of tests they do, and based on the report doctor will give prescription. Can you just throw light on what are all the medical advancements taken place in the recent past, including robotic surgery?
No, biotechnology has played a very great role in medical science. When I was a medical student, as you rightly said, or when I started practice 55 years ago, it was just your stethoscope and your examination of the hand. You diagnose patients and give the
Check
treatment.
BP,
Check the BP and whatever basic.
ask some questions to patients.
Yes.
Based on his
Based
answers.
on the history of the patient. Whereas now so many scans have come up, from ultrasound to CTs, then MRIs, then the PET scans and the robotic surgery, with now artificial intelligence induced robotic surgery, or even the scans, all artificial, they give the report.
Now laser surgery also.
Laser surgery and all scopies. All the scopies. Now we do not open the body at all in many of the surgeries. We do not open the knee joint or the hip joint for many of the surgeries. We just do it with the or even the abdomen, or even heart transplants is being done with endoscopes and with the scopes. That is the advancement in medical science. It is all for the betterment of the patient. But what is unfortunate is, in United States they tried, as you rightly said, all the investigations comes to his table. Many times he doesn't examine the patient at all, and he just sees the report, and many times he just takes the history and just gives the treatment. It is proved the best of the MRI, even artificial intelligence oriented MRI report, or the PET scan report, or many of the reports, 10 to 15% can be false, negative or positive.
Oh.
Even the MRI reports can be that. So it is very important that a clinician will have to examine the patient, take the history. There is no doubt, with all the advancement, we have advanced much more than many of the other. Many of the other
Even after many this annual medical checkups, sudden heart attacks, all these things happen.
That happen. That's why a family physician concept still has to be evolved. Unfortunately, we have lost that family physician who knows you right.
Now very less in Mangalore. Family doctors are
no
not.
family doctors. No family. A family physician will know your childhood to adulthood. He will know what it is. I am just giving an example of a lady went with a backache to all the specialists concerned. She would not get cured. Then she met her family physician who was 20 years before. He said, "Look here, Mary, you have put on a lot of weight. What is happening?" "Sir, I have got a lot of back pain. Nobody can. I have gone to the neurologist, the neurosurgeon, orthopedic surgeon, everybody. They have no solution." She said, "Did you to in the lighter pain? This is the fact. It is reported." He said, "You have put on a lot of weight. Check your brazier. It is too tight in the back, and that is pricking you." She changed the brazier size and her backache was gone. So that is very important. It is the warmth of your hand, the history taking, and finally what you diagnose is not the machine. Machines are important, very important. Now I undertake a hip surgery in 1 hour, which we used to take 2.5 hours. That is the advancement which has taken place. It has helped a lot. It is the patient has helped a lot, and every evolution. But still, the family physician concept and the warmth of his hand, the touch of his hand, and the words he speaks and the smile he bestows is equally important. Americans have failed in this endeavor. They want to go back now. So it was the concept, everything is done by the machine and it comes to them. No. Physician is a physician, surgeon is a physician, and he has to look after the patient first.
Very nicely it is said. Now here advancement in engineering. So what are all the areas?
I would say in the down the line in education, I want to just touch upon
Self-driven cars.
No, that will come. Let me come to the education part of it. For example, as you rightly said, down the line, the scope for the education must change. The idea of how exactly we teach should change, because the students can get all these automations very easily. For example, I'll tell you, the silos between the different branches should vanish. Now, the combination of electronic engineer, computer engineer, AI can be better than single. The reason I repeat this, that many of the IITs and NITs, they go for what's called as a minor degree, because they say the curriculum should be flexible, technology driven, and globally connected. This type of education you have to impart to the student, then only they can get better employed. You see the same classes, some students get very good job, some may not get. Not because they are competent, because the way they are focused to be ready for the industry.
What is the scope for this prompt engineering?
It's very good, but this all it's a part. I'd say in education, what's called as one is cake. That's called icing. Cake is what exactly taught in the college. The icing is what exactly the skill part together. But if you give more emphasis on icing, the cake will crumble. So this combination of a good cake and icing will make the teaching learning process. Ultimately, our chancellor always says, an institution can be built by the quality faculty, quality students, quality teaching learning process, and teacher-taught relations. I still remember Honorable Chancellor or Vinay Hegde used to tell that when we take our student as our own kids, give them good education, and at the end of the day, we want our students to come out of the portals of the institution with a good degree in hand, a job in hand, a smile on their face to show their proud parents. This should be the motive of our education system. And however, the students are very smart, they have an access to get the technology very fast. I have seen the students who have gone to Japan, they do extremely well in skilling part.
Very nice. Now one more caller we have, we will attend. Hello.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಸರ್, ನಾನೇ ಸೂರ್ಯಪ್ರಸಾದ್. ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು ಪೋಷಕರು ಮತ್ತೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರು ಇವರು ಏನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾನದಂಡವಾಗಿ ಅವರನ್ನು ರೂಪಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಅವರ ಕೌಶಲ್ಯ, ಅವರ ಜ್ಞಾನ, ಅವರ ಪ್ರತಿಭೆಗಳನ್ನು ಗುರುತಿಸಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಕೊಡುವಂತಹ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತಿಗೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಕೇವಲ ಹಣ ಮಾಡುವ ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಮಾತ್ರ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ನಾವೀಗ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅವರು ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ಕಡಿಮೆ. ಹೋದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಈ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ವಿನಃ ಅವರ ಸಂವಹನ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ವೈದ್ಯರು ಮತ್ತು ರೋಗಿಗಳ ನಡುವಿನ ಸಂವಹನ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದೊಂದು ಕೇಳುವಂಥದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಪರಿಪಾಠ ಈಗ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್,
ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ಸಂವಹನ,
ಈಗ ನಾವು
ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೇ ಸಂವಹನ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲ,
ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ
ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಊಟ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ,
ಜೋಕ್ಸ್ಗಳು ನೆನಪಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್? ಎ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಹೂ ಕಿಲ್ಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹಿಲ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಪಿಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲೇಟರ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಬಿಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಆಗಿದೆ.
ಬಹಳ ಒಂದು ಉತ್ತಮ. ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್? ಎ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಕಿಲ್ಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹಿಲ್ಸ್ ಬೈ ಪಿಲ್ಸ್. Okay. Sir, this SWOT analysis, when a student wants to join some course, how that SWOT analysis can be done? What is his strength? What is the weakness? What is the threat? What is the opportunity? That SWOT analysis.
No, a student has to plan. Anybody in their life has to plan what he wants to be, how to go about it. A plan without action will be a futility. Action without plan is more disastrous. Only if you plan what you want. Even a PUC student who is there in expert or any other institution, he has to plan his daily work and what is your quarterly work, monthly work, and then they reach the target. You can't, all of us did that great mistakes. We used to study in the last 2 months of the examination, burning the midnight lamp, taking even tablets that we won't sleep. We used to work till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. That doesn't. Even the previous day of the examination, we used to study till 2 o'clock. That should not happen. He has to plan. He should know the subject properly. Knowledge is power. He has to acquire knowledge, not by heart the system. So
fail to plan is plan to fail.
That's you will plan to fail if you do not plan it well.
I always give one tips for students.
Yeah.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away. An hour of exercise a day keeps all diseases away.
Yeah.
At the same time, a chapter a day keeps the exam fever away.
That's right.
So every day we should read, but we don't make it as a routine.
That is
the problem.
That's the thing.
So some people asked in abroad MBA and all. Here 2 years they take, within 1 year they finish. How?
That's it. No.
And more efficiently they do. How it is? Because they don't waste time.
That's right.
As you told, that discipline is more important.
Yeah, that's important.
People do same thing. Successful persons and unsuccessful persons.
That's right.
They do same things, but they do in
differently.
ways.
They don't understand the other man has done much better than him, and he envies him. It is not envy. It is the fact.
Very nice. Now, core jobs in era of AI. Can you just, what are the core jobs?
ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. 4 ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಜಾಬ್ ಓರಿಯನ್ ಕೋರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಸಿವಿಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ಸ್, ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸೆಮಿಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ.
Because of lot of this infrastructure spending is happening, civil engineers have
ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, India is investing around 100 lakh crores, about 1.3 trillion US dollars on infrastructure, mainly on railway and metro systems, road, urban.
In this budget itself, 12.2
Yes.
lakh crore has
Especially
been-
smart cities,
That's
cities.
not
So we require civil engineers. But however, the normal civil engineers are not being able to sit. You have specialized in construction management, which are AI-driven designs. So they should work on that. The reason is simple. See, India is a very young country. We have 29% of the average age is 29% compared to Japan is 49%, 49 years. So we should catch this and train them very well. But unfortunately, what happening is they create a pseudo information that computer science is better, mechanical is inferior, civil is inferior. Now the era will change, because I remember.
Now work from home.
Yeah, work from home or work from home, fine, it's okay. But robotics automation, smart manufacturing, aerospace engineering, designs, they require core engineers. So my suggestion for every student is that you have a degree in either electronics, electrical, mechanical, civil, have a specialization in AI or computer science. This will be the best amalgamation. You will be very safe. Otherwise, a mechanical engineer can specialize in computers, but a computer engineer cannot get specialized in mechanical. So this era will come, because I have seen in 2014 mechanical was the most preferred branch engineering. Today it may not be, but it will come back to that.
It is like
Mechanical, electronics and communication.
Civil, they are the core branches. They are core branches.
Civil.
Yeah, because see, you'll have
Industrial
an apple.
production.
See, you have an apple in the hand, but you look at a spark and just chase it, you lose the apple also. So this does not happen.
ಇದ್ದುದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲವ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇಲ್ಲದಿದ್ದುದರ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಸೆಳೆಯುವುದೇ ಮಿಡಿತ.
But ಅದು ಬೇಕು. See, you have to be contemporary. See, our education contemporary. You can't be that's what I said, teachers should update. The main crux of the problem is that when you don't get a good teacher who are well versed, who have a synergy in what's happening in this world, they cannot teach better.
And one of the questions your friend asked, who was asking a lot of questions, many of the, like space, oceanography, the environmental, all these are branches which never has been explored. And even the IPS or IAS courses, or they are even for the army, and our children should think about it. Unfortunately, we South Indians,
There is a huge demand in defense for
yes,
doctors.
yes, there is a huge demand. But even my students, I tell them, you join the army, armed forces. It's a very, very great career. But there is somehow the parents do not allow, or they do not. But they do not understand it is one of the best.
They only facilitate for PG courses.
Yeah, that is the misfortune. If you join the army after MBBS, automatically they give chance for post graduation in armed forces medical college. They can do it without any this thing, but they don't go for that. So there are IPS, IAS courses which they will have to be trained. Even the chartered accountant, many people go for commerce not for just for job orientation, not to become chartered accountant. They will have to, because as they said, there is a lack of chartered accountants, he was telling. So that's the way they will have to look into.
Ram Rao told 50 lakhs chartered accountant to lose their job. Actually, the main problem, see, now I am the master trainer for ICA as MSME consultant all over India. So yesterday I was in Coimbatore. A chartered accountant can render 50 plus kind of services, which our fraternity themselves they are not much aware.
That's the
50
thing.
plus kind of services a chartered accountant can render.
That's
Here our role is restricted to only three ministries: Finance Ministry, Ministry of Corporate Affairs and Ministry of MSME. There are 58 ministries
That's true.
in union government which
Yes.
we have not tapped. So opportunities are there. We should make use of that
Make use of that.
opportunity.
Yes, that's true.
Now this allied
Health
healthcare
science.
professionals, this budget 1.5 lakhs allied healthcare professionals, they are spending some money.
Yeah.
What are all the allied healthcare professionals opportunities are there in science?
No, that is a great opportunity, especially allied health sciences, nursing, physiotherapy, pharmacy, speech therapy. These are the main branches. You may be surprised to know there are 7,000 nursing colleges in the country compared to 800 medical colleges in the country. Almost 7 times of nursing colleges. We have but unfortunately majority of them go out of the country. Majority of the nurses, we train them, but they go out of the country. So we are still
Worldwide Indian nurses are in
worldwide,
demand.
from North America to Australia, every hospital is filled with one nurse from Kerala. They will be there when we go to any hospital. Even physiotherapists, there are more than 1,000 physiotherapy colleges. It's a great branch, and the pay scale and the money earned is almost equal to a doctor if they really have this thing. The speech therapy only 80 colleges are in our country. Speech therapy is a great branch because the number of children who require speech therapy are enormous in our country with our population of 1.4 billion people. And the pharmacy is a great branch which people haven't really explored. There are colleges, the good colleges in our country, but pharmacy, they can diverse themselves to pharmaceutical sciences. They
Now
can
veterinary doctors also, they are more
yeah,
in
that is
demand.
but that's why I was even in our meetings I was telling veterinary is a great branch. Every university will have to start because the animals are looked after much better than human beings in many of the places.
Dog biscuits are costlier than our
the
biscuits.
dog biscuits are costlier than our biscuits, and the dog collars are much more costlier than our collars. So that's the way they will have to look into. New avenues will have to be this. They will have to. Allied health sciences, it will be much cheaper in education, but they have a lot of work. I mean, they are satisfied. They are doing something good for the patient.
Okay.
The greatest this thing in medical branches is that you have a satisfaction, you have relieved pain of another person, which engineers and chartered accountants, you may make double the money, but you do not have the satisfaction that you have relieved the pain of a particular
That's why
patient.
we call now Vaidyo Narayano Hari.
But they must become Haris, not Haras. that is important.
Maybe the right time that the students in second PUC should see beyond engineering and medicine. There are various courses.
That's right.
But my suggestion for them is, they struggle for 4 years after PUC, they can enjoy the 40 years of their future. If they enjoy,
There are many other STEM courses.
There are many.
That's true.
Demand.
See, science courses come in IASC Bangalore. Those are interesting pure sciences. There are some good courses. economics.
Now in colleges, BSc, MSc, no demand.
No demand at
Very
all.
unfortunate.
See, down the line, 4 years, you will not get high school teachers with a BSc, MSc qualification because
We
nobody is
have
going.
researchers.
Yeah,
That's
researchers.
the problem. Science is a great.
Okay,
subject.
now global capability centers, they are setting up everywhere. India is pioneer in that. So whether it will give more opportunity for jobs?
Definitely, because one is the visibility of our engineers. Second thing is that we are creating a competition amongst the peers. So this will improve because see, I'll tell you, Indian students are very smart. I have seen many students who are ordinary in engineering course here, they do extremely well at go out. So they are work under pressure. See, only compressed air will work. These boys, when they go out, they come out with a very good. So this is one of the very good initiative where we are compared with the peers from abroad, and we do perform better than many of them.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. Now, doctor, this preventive health care. So, lot of opportunities in preventive health care. What are the opportunities for newcomers in preventive health care?
Yeah, preventive medicine is a large branch of medical science. As we are rightly discussing, nothing like prevention is better than any cure. India has pioneered, even leave alone the last decade of last century, from plague to every other disease. India has won it, including the latest COVID. Though we had a population of 1.3 or 1.4 billion, which was surprising for the whole world how India has tackled this. That's the preventive aspects. Government has done its job, people have done its job, medical personnel have done it, allied health sciences people have done their job. So every disease, if it can be prevented, right from accidents, the type of accidents which you have, the type of the auto accidents or any other rail accidents, it is preventable. The diseases, even diabetes, India is the diabetic capital of the world, unfortunately. It is preventable.
1 in 7 is a diabetes.
Yes, that's a very large number. That's why the pharmaceutical companies in our country is thriving so big, because of diseases. It is preventable by the lifestyle modulation. Diabetes can be prevented to it, and the genetic studies which have evolved now have proved with genomics we can prevent many of the diseases can be prevented. So the science has advanced so much. The preventive medicine, especially in a country like ours, has a large role to play. The other side of what about the old age? The old age is a threat. In Japan, the old age people live up to 100 years. That's a problem for them now. But still, we will have to do something for the old age.
In palliative health care also there is a
that's a palliative health care, which is a big subject by itself. So the preventive medicine, even in our medical schools now, the preventive medicine is taught not from our days. It was only for 1 year we used to study. Now right from first year to the final year, preventive medicine is being taught in every subject. How to prevent from not only diabetes, the heart diseases or any other diseases per se, which has a very important role to play in not only a developing, even a developed country.
Okay. Now other than engineering, what are the career options in science field for students now, other than medicine and other than engineering?
See, as Professor said, you can go for pharmacy, you can go for nursing, you can go for BSc Computer Science, you can go for BCA, you can go for BBM. So there are a lot of streams and allied sciences in which is, for example, MCA program in NIT. It's one very well taken, because the students with a BSc background or BCA background, they do MCA, they are more suited for software development jobs. So in fact, they are preferred over.
Now food processing technology,
yeah,
whether there is good scope.
But it's not picked up well here. As you rightly said, the BSc Agriculture Science, BSc Veterinary Science, all these they have not taken. Pseudo opinion is created. Suppose, for example, if there are two boys, one goes for engineering, for BSc, that boy might be interested in BSc Science, but the public says that fellow didn't get engineering, so he's going for BSc. So that creates a stigma among the students. This should be come out. This is exactly my emphasis in the last word. I always say that it is society looks them in different way. The boy might be really interested in commerce, might be interested in science, he may not be interested in engineering or medicine, but the society looks him in a different angle, which creates a negative image on the boy.
Okay. Now, I think already we have discussed for more than 90 minutes. ನಮಗೆ ಈ 90 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಹೋಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನೋ ಒಂದು 30 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಮೆನಿ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ ವ್ಯೂವರ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಷನ್ in this program. I am very happy, maybe probably because of our eminent personalities in the studio.
Your questions were very
relevant.
Sir, now what is your takeaway message? Just sum up of today's this topic. Can you just give takeaway message for our viewers?
See, higher education in our country is only 10 to 12% of the people reach that target of a graduation, and only 3% reach a post-graduation. Only 0.5% have PhD degrees. So it is our higher education really brings about economic output, brings about knowledgeable citizens, brings about satisfaction for the patient. So the government and the people should see, compared to Switzerland or many of the Western countries, Canada has the highest higher education, 60%, and we are just in 10 to 12%. So it should be our emphasis that our citizens of our country, our younger generation, should take up higher education, whatever branch they can. They will have to love that particular subject, what they want to be, not because the parent has enthused him. It is his will. What he can be a film actor, he can be an artist, he can be a swimmer, he can be a sportsman. Today a sports cricketer earns much more than the highest doctor or a chartered accountant or a lawyer. So it is important what he loves and pursues his vision. That is my take home message.
So your sum up and message.
My final word on the topic. See, this, friends, for all the students, before choosing the right profession, evaluate your interest, aptitude, academic competence and personality traits. Never be under pressure, peer pressure, or don't copy others. It's your life, you should make it big. Choose the right institution for your study, very important. Yes. Because if you get into a climate tree which is not good, weak, you will fall. So the choosing a right institution is very important. Finally, I say that be like a honeybee. That means the honeybee never sits in the gutter. It goes to the beautiful flower, gets the nectar and forms honeycomb.
And be busy like a busy bee also.
And before I end, I always say, whatever the profession you take, there's a saying that Tat Puja Karma Chakilam. Do your work with the utmost passion and sincerity. You will never fail in life.
Passion can move mountains.
God bless you and bless you.
Thank you very much. We are really blessed today by the presence of two luminaries in our studio. Before I close, there is a beautiful saying in Sanskrit. There are many courses available, both Sanskrit and Kagga it is there. Which we have to choose? Re chataka mitra savadhanamasa kshanam shruyataam ambodaha bahavahi santi sarvepi naitadrishaha yam yam pashyasi tasya purataha mabruhi deenam vachaha. ರೇ ಚಾತಕ ಪಕ್ಷಿ ಅದು ಮಳೆಗಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದಂತೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಇವರು ಸುಭಾಷಿತಕಾರ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಂತೆ, ವೆಲ್ವಿಷರ್, ರೇ ಚಾತಕ ಮಿತ್ರ ಸಾವಧಾನ ಮಾಸ, ಗಡಿಬಿಡಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಡ, ಕ್ಷಣಂ ಶ್ರೂಯತಾಂ, ಲಿಸನ್, ಅಂಬೋದಹ ಬಹವಹಿ ಸಂತಿ, ಆಕಾಶದಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಮೋಡಗಳಿವೆ, ಸರ್ವೇಪಿ ನೈತಾದೃಶಾವ, ಕೆಲವರು ಗುಡುಗು ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಮಿಂಚು ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಸಿಡ್ಲು ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಮಳೆ ಕೊಡುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಂ ಯಂ ಪಶ್ಯಸಿ ತಸ್ಯ ಪುರತಃ ಮಾ ಬ್ರೂಹಿ ದೀನಂ ವಚಃ. You should pray only with such cloud which can give you rain. So you should always concentrate on which is good for you, and which has got better prospects. With this small note, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ ಕೂಡ ಕಗ್ಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನೂರಾರು ಮತವಿಹುದು ಲೋಕದುಗ್ರಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ, ಆರಿಸಿಕೋ ನಿನ್ನ ರುಚಿಗೊಪ್ಪು ಅದರೊಳು, ಸಾರದಡುಗೆಯ ಒಳ ವಿಚಾರದೊಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡು, ಬೇರೆ ಮತ ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ. ನೂರಾರು ಮತವಿದೆ, ನೂರಾರು ಕೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಇವೆ, ನೂರಾರು ಅಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಇದೆ. ಆದರೆ ಲೋಕದುಗ್ರಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾದಷ್ಟು ಅಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಇದೆ. ಆರಿಸಿಕೋ ನಿನ್ನ ರುಚಿಗೊಪ್ಪುವುದರಳು. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯವರು ಹೇಳಿದರು, ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಒಪ್ಪಿಡ್ಬೇಡ. ನಮ್ದು ಯಾವುದು ರುಚಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ? ಈಗ ನಾವು ಬಫೆ ಲಂಚ್, ಬಫೆ ಡಿನ್ನರ್ ಹೋಗ್ತೇವೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ತಿನ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವುದು ರುಚಿ ಉಂಟು ಅದನ್ನು ತಿಂತೇವೆ. ಸಾರದಡುಗೆಯ ಒಳ ವಿಚಾರದೊಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡು, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಅರಗಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು ನೋಡಿ ನಮಗೆ ಯಾವುದು ಸುಟೇಬಲ್ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಬೇರೆ ಮತ ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ. ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಶುಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್. ವಾಟ್ ಬೇರೆಯವರು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದಲ್ಲ. ವೆದರ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೂಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ಅಸ್, ದಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ಸೇ. ಬಹಳ ಒಂದು ಉತ್ತಮವಾಗಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಳೆದ ಒಂದು 90 ಈಗ 100 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಆಯಿತು ಕಾಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಟಾನಿಕ್ ಕರಿಯರ್ ಪಾತ್ವೇಸ್ ಇನ್ ಹೈಯರ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಅಮೂಲ್ಯ ಜ್ಞಾನ, ಅಮೂಲ್ಯವಾದ ಸಮಯ ನಮ್ಮ ವೀಕ್ಷಕರೊಂದಿಗೆ ಹಂಚಿಕೊಂಡದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಶಾಂತಾರಾಮ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿಯವರಿಗೂ ಹಾಗೂ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಗೋಪಾಲ ಮೊಗೇರಾಯ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇರುವರಿಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಮಸ್ತ ವೀಕ್ಷಕರ ಪರವಾಗಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಡ್ಲ ವಾಹಿನಿ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಹಾಗೂ ನನ್ನ ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಕೃತಜ್ಞತೆಗಳು ಹಾಗೂ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಕೊನೆಯದಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಶ್ಲೋಕದ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ನಾವು ಎಂಡ್ ಮಾಡುವ. ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ ನಾವು, ಶತೇಷು ಜಾಯತೆ ಶೂರಃ ಸಹಸ್ರೇಷು ಚ ಪಂಡಿತಃ ವಕ್ತಾ ದಶಸಹಸ್ರೇಷು ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ವೈದ್ಯ ಭವತಿ ವಾ ನ ವಾ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ಅಭಿವಂತ ಭವತಿ ವಾ ನ ವಾ. ಅಂದರೆ ಶತೇಷು ಜಾಯತೆ ಶೂರಃ, 1 in 100 is a brave person. ಸಹಸ್ರೇಷು ಚ ಪಂಡಿತಃ, 1 in 1000 is a wise person. ವಕ್ತಾ ದಶಸಹಸ್ರೇಷು, 1 in 10,000 is a prolific speaker. Whereas ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ವೈದ್ಯ ಭವತಿ ವಾ ನ ವಾ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ವೈದ್ಯರು ವಿರಳರಲ್ಲಿ ವಿರಳ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಸಾಲಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಶಾಂತಾರಾಮ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿಯವರನ್ನು ನಾವು ನಿಜವಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಭಾವನೆಯಿಂದ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ವಿರಳರಲ್ಲಿ ಇವರಂಥವರು, ವಿರಳರಲ್ಲಿ ವಿರಳ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ಅಭಿಯಂತ ಭವತಿ ವಾನವ, ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಕೂಡ ವಿರಳರಲ್ಲಿ ವಿರಳ. ನಮ್ಮ ಸರ್ ಎಂ ವಿಶ್ವೇಶ್ವರಯ್ಯ ಅಂಥವರು ಬಹಳ ಒಂದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಜನ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಅಂಥವರು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ, ಬಹಳ ಒಂದು ಉತ್ತಮ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನಾಲೆಜ್, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡಿಸೆಮಿನೇಟೆಡ್ ಯುವರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯಬಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ವಿತ್ ಆಲ್ ಅವರ್ ವ್ಯೂವರ್ಸ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ಫಾರ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಅಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ 100 minutes. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಐ ಎಂಡ್, ವೀಕ್ಷಕರೇ, ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಆ ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್, ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸೇಷನ್, ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್, ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್, ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಟಾನಿಕ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ, ಇದೆ ಈ ವಾರದ ಈ ಸಂಚಿಕೆ ಬುಧವಾರ ರಾತ್ರಿ 9:30 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಡ್ಲ ವಾಹಿನಿ 24/7 ಮಗದೊಮ್ಮೆ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ಅವರ್ 360 ಎಪಿಸೋಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಅಪ್ಲೋಡೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಎ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್. ಸರ್ವೇ ಜನಾಃ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು, ಸಮಸ್ತ ಸನ್ಮಂಗಳಾನಿ ಭವಂತು. ಐ ಆಮ್ CA S Nayak signing off.